All right, we're live. And I have today a guest with me, all the way from Denmark, René from Sowleg, which always makes me think of the extremities of a female pig, but it's Society of Whiskey Loving Elderly Gentlemen, correct?
Yes, you got it precisely right. That's what it
Okay.
is.
My failing memory actually didn't fail this time. That's good.
Yep, spot on.
So you sent me a sample. Unfortunately, you sent me two samples, but one of them got demolished.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was just a really sad occurrence, but this one survived intact, and it says it's a Macmurra something rock, which
That's
means
a tough one.
Svensk rock. Okay, or is it Rök?
Rök.
It's
Svensk rök. I think it is in
Rök,
Swedish.
which means I think Swedish smoke.
Yep, it does.
That's right.
Yeah. It's right. I have the bottle here. Svensk rök, which is part of their core range.
Okay,
so they have like 4 whiskeys that they do at Macmurra, and then a lot of special editions too, I guess.
I have heard of this already by watching people like Horst Learning, and I think Whiskey Jason may have done one or two of these. And I'm eager to try it. Have we got any people watching now? Apparently it says 7. Group chat. Well, let's see what we can do with the chat. This is not what I want to see. Here we are. Oh, there we are. How to Be Awesome says, hey, and Rabbit in Red says, up early, hey, Food Quig. Yeah, well, it's just, it's almost noon. We're 4 minutes to noon right now. And if I can pop the chat out, how does this work? Of course, I'm perfectly prepared for everything, right?
Obviously.
Tech savvy. All right, I can see the chat here. And Peter Olofsson says, hello from Sweden. Love Macmurra. Oh, good.
So hello, Sweden.
Yeah, we got somebody here from Sweden, which is excellent. Okay. So we got 8 people watching. It's going to catch up. This is totally impromptu. Well, we did mention it a couple times to a few people. And in comments, I mentioned that this was going to be going on, but I didn't post anything on YouTube saying that we're going to be going live or anything like that. It's just small and informal, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be cozy.
Perfect, because I can't keep up with 50 or 60 viewers like last time.
That was insane. I saw you, I obviously didn't see all of it, but I saw you going on for 8 hours. That must have been quite exhausting.
You know, I didn't feel the exhaustion as it was happening, because what happens with me is that I get so much into answering the comments that I forget where the time is, and before I know it, I see people commenting and saying, what is he commenting on? Because I'm about 45 minutes behind the leading edge of the live stream. So comments being made now, somebody would even comment, don't say anything now because he'll only see it in 45 minutes or in an hour. So, and before I know it, you know, the time is counting down, and we've got 15 minutes left to go, and I'm 45 minutes behind, and it's not slowing down. There's still 60 people on there. What do I do? You know,
it's impossible to keep up with 60 people commenting. You can't.
It is impossible. I can handle maybe 10. You know, that's about it. Okay, so 11:58. A couple more minutes. There's some people who are looking forward to seeing. Oh, there's more people here. Good.
Oh, that's nice.
What have we got? Richard says, "Did your wife come back?" Actually, believe it or not, she is coming to visit Victoria soon.
That's nice.
And Whiskey Friend says, hey, Quig. Hey, René. Okay, good.
Hey.
And got a gallon of whiskey ready for the day. Oh my goodness. I have this little sample. What is it? 40 or 50 mils. And
I think they're only 30 mils. Yeah.
30? Okay, yeah. Oh, there's a 50. That's about right. Oh, well, we'll have to make the most of it. And I do have several whiskeys, so I won't run out if I go beyond this live stream here. And Richard says, well, that's cool. Yeah, she'll be coming. She won't be staying here, but she has a place to stay, but she'll be visiting. Okay. And we might make a video or two, but that's another topic altogether. We're going to try this Swedish whiskey.
Right. So had you had an opportunity to look into it?
No, I've been so busy trying to catch up on videos and live streams and everything. And then we were busy at work with New Year's. The whole week, I didn't have a chance sometimes to look at anything on my phone. So hopefully now that we're into the new year, things will slow down and I'll be able to catch up somewhat. I mean, live streams, I'll only watch a few because they take a lot of time. And unless you're right there, it's kind of, you're seeing a 2-hour video or 3-hour video. And in my case, okay, I'm the biggest suspect. I'm the biggest culprit. 8 hours. My gosh.
It'll probably be a while before somebody beats that.
Well, you can't because it cuts off at 8 hours.
All right. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. It says when you go on a live stream, it says you're good to go for 8 hours. And one time I did an 8-hour stream and I still wanted to go. So I started a new stream and went 2 hours more, but
so you basically wore YouTube down. That's amazing.
I don't think I'll be able to do that again. I might be able, but I don't think I will. Okay, so what else have we got going on here? Okay, we've got Brolic Whiskey here saying, hey, man. We got Richard saying,
guys.
Yeah. And Apu de Geest, or is it de Geest? I'm not sure. Are you going to be on for long, Quig? A little while. I don't know. What do you say, René? How long do you want to go?
Well, not too long. Not too long. I've already been out recording today, so it'd be nice to go back to the family before it's too late. It's around 9 p.m. here in Denmark.
That's right. And I did my recording last night. Audio.
Oh, you lost sound?
Oh, it's back. It's back. It went out for a second. Are you there?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the screen, but it was like half a minute ago. So you were talking and I didn't hear anything, and no, it's all good. It's still working. It's just my tech savvy that got in the way of everything.
Yeah. You're simply too savvy. That's it. Quick.
Actually, maybe I should move this over here so I can see this, and move that over there a little bit so I can see the comments. Yeah, this might work better. Cool. Much better. Let's try it out. Yes, good idea. Let's try it out.
Yeah. It's actually quite a nice bottle. It comes with a metal top.
Oh. And it's got a nice wide neck.
Yeah. Just a few gadgets. There's some dents around the bottom, and so it's nice looking.
Cool. But the important part is what's inside.
Absolutely.
What percentage ABV is this bottled at? You know?
Yeah, sure I do. This is 46.1%.
Oh, that's right in the comfort zone.
It isn't chill filtered, and there isn't any color in it.
Perfect.
It's made with juniper bushes. So when they dry the barley, when they smoke it, they use juniper.
Okay, so it's not peat smoke; it's juniper smoke.
There's, I think it's peat with juniper put on top of it.
Hmm.
So there's should be this more fresh sort of smoke to it. And then it's aged in a combination of American oak and Swedish oak. And some of them have had bourbon in them, and some of them have had Oloroso sherry in them.
Yeah, the legs are sticking to the side of the glass, kind of. At least from what I'm seeing. Oh, slowly moving down. I've got the drops forming at the top and at the top of the margin. I don't know if you can see that, but they're just slowly coming down.
Seems to have a nice oily texture to it.
Yeah, yeah. So juniper, that would be a little bit of the gin influence.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Interesting.
It certainly has some freshness to it on the nose. As I recall, it's a bit more smoky on the palate, but it's been a while since I had it.
I'm definitely getting some of that herbal, that juniper. Maybe a little bit of smoke. Not sure yet. I'm definitely not getting anything fruity on the nose. It's malty as well.
Yeah.
Malty, herbal, bit smoky. And
Maybe there's a bit of something sweet hiding somewhere. I'm thinking vanilla-ish.
yeah, that would be underneath everything else. But a nice thing happens is that what you're getting on the top sort of moves aside as you go along, and you can get to those deeper, those notes that are hiding. Ah, and there's Niall Wood just dropped in saying, just in time, I'm ready and waiting with a nice bottle of Glenfiddich 18-year-old. Beautiful. Slanchava. Okay, now I'm getting more smoke on the nose. Along with that malty and vanilla.
But considering it's called Swedish smoke, there isn't a lot of smoke on the nose.
Yeah, what smoke there is kind of overpowered by that juniper.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see if we get any rök on the palate.
Let's. Cheers.
Slancha. Mm.
It doesn't really kick in until the finish. The finish is by far the smokiest part for me.
What I'm getting is something that reminds me of virgin oak. I'm thinking particularly of Glengarry virgin oak, or a virgin oak finish. You said that there was probably some of that in there, as well as ex-bourbon and
Yeah, there is. I think the camera seems to be frozen on my end here.
Uh-oh. No, it's working.
It's working. Oh, that's fine. That's just
actually, when you talk, it goes black. I don't know why it's doing that. Say something.
Yeah, I'm still talking, but I see the sound reacting, but the cameras seem to have stopped reacting. That's
Yeah, you're
weird.
going black, but and then when it switches to me in the corner on the right bottom corner, there's a picture of you, and it's frozen.
Oh, I'll just try turning the camera on and off. Just a second.
All right. Oh, we have problems.
Yeah.
See a picture of you, but well,
But you're still not having any live movement there, right?
no, I just got a black screen when you talk.
Mm.
There's a picture of you in the middle, and then oh man. And over here it says gathering of underexposed reviewers. And we got 21 watching now. And How to Be Awesome says for an amateur interested in expanding their palate, what is good to start with for whiskey and scotch? Oh, that's a can of worms. Can of worms question. Well, at least we can hear you. That's a good thing.
Yeah. But I certainly would prefer I could get this to work, but it doesn't really seem to do the trick turning it on and off here.
So you're switching it on and off. Maybe it's a
Tried
hardware problem.
Yeah, I tried changing to a different camera, but well, if you go on, I think I'll just try to jump out and then go in through the link again.
Okay.
That'll be okay.
Yeah, fine.
Sure. I'll just try that. I'll be back in a minute, I hope.
Sure. Here we got Apu saying Glenfiddich 12, Johnny Walker Black 12. Those are good places to start. Get the technology figured out. Yeah, we're trying. This often happens when I do a live stream. Something goes wrong somewhere. It's either on my end or somebody else's end, or if I'm. We've had a few disasters, but that's the nature of going live, I suppose. Now let's see. What else am I getting here? 4-barrel single malt. Where's that from? Is that an American whiskey or more of a bourbon guy? Oh, okay. There are some exceptional bourbons out there. Thing is, I haven't had enough of them to really. I've had a few really great bourbons, like Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, and I had a bottle of Stag Junior there for a while. That was fantastic. Four Roses. Okay. 4 barrels. You were trying to say Four Roses barrel proof or something like that, or Four Roses single barrel. 4 Roses is hard to come by here, but now this is opening up a little bit. There's Hoagie Bear. Hey Quig, how are things? Things are wonderful here, but we're having trouble with René. He was on and now he's off. Maybe I'll have to invite him again. He says he's going to come back in on the link. And there's Love Conquers. Yeah. Hello. Uh-oh. There's Nilewood saying, been gifted a bottle of Singleton single malt Scotch whiskey of Dufftown 12 years of age for Christmas. I've seen it around, but never have I tried it. Would you rate it? I don't usually rate whiskeys. I just say I like it or I don't. And I tell you what notes I'm getting. I happen to have that Dufftown Singleton as well. I'll get it. Yeah, here we are. Singleton of Dufftown. 12-year-old. and I've put a dent in it. It's a good way to start. I like starting with this one. It's fairly light. It's not too complex. It's a good whistle letter, I think. It's a nice place to start a journey. Oh, I see something happening. No, that's nothing. It was an illusion. Oh, it's the top of the bottle. I thought it was René coming back. Okay. I'm still on the Svensk Rök. Very pleasant, this one. Okay, there's Peter Olofsson saying, if you like the Macmira Svensk Rök, PM me your address and I will send you one. Oh, okay. Problem is that it could get, if you want to send me a bottle, it can be a problem because customs, Canada Customs doesn't like importing whiskey, and they might confiscate it. Little samples like this can make it. There were two bottles. There was this, and there was another bottle anyway, and the other bottle got shattered, demolished. And Hoagie says, if you come across a Jura 19, the Paps, you can gladly skip it. Not bad, but not worth the price, in my humble opinion. Okay, I haven't gone whiskey shopping in about 2 months now because I'm saving up for my trip to Scotland. So if I buy any whiskey, it will take away from the enjoyment of the trip because I don't want to end up being a day or two broke before flying back home. I want to have some money with me the whole time so that I can enjoy whatever there is to enjoy wherever I am. I haven't seen a lot of Jura. The last Jura, well, there's Superstition is around. When are you going? I'll be leaving here on the 23rd of March and coming back on the 5th of April. So let's see if we can invite René back. See if we can get him to come back on and if I spell that right. Let's send him an invitation. See if that works. Because he hasn't come back on the chat. I'm still enjoying the nose of this Svensk Rök. And for some reason, there's somebody moving furniture around next door. I can hear furniture being slid across the floor. It's a little strange, and it happens quite often. Oh, there's Sowleg. Okay. I try to answer your call, but somehow don't end up in the live. Oh, shit. I'm here in May. Oh, would like to get a dram for you. Oh, well, I won't be there in May, but I'll be there in spirit, so to speak. Try to answer your call. Well, I'll try again. Give him another invitation. And invite again. hopefully it will work, because it worked the first time when he came on. There's Ruben Lopez saying, "I'll drink a glass of Green Spot whiskey with you." Oh, if I had Green Spot. I don't have any right now. I was listening to Aqua Vitae and the Whiskey Rev last night while doing my laundry. I had the phone in my pocket, and fortunately the Wi-Fi was strong, so I could listen to their chat going on and on and on. I'm still only about halfway through their video from last Sunday. Incredible. 27 people watching. Pavlo Plavin says, "I just arrived on the video. Nice to see you, brother." Slancheva. There he is.
Did that help anything?
You're on.
Oh, awesome.
Wow. You're still there. You're not saying anything, but you're there.
Yeah. I'm here now, or I'm not here now?
Yes, you're here. You're here.
That's great. Perfect. That was me not being tech savvy. I need the skills quick.
You're learning from me, I think.
So, have this brought about anything else than the juniper?
I've been getting a little more smoke. I've just been nosing it the whole time you were trying to get back.
Okay, great.
And answering the comments that are coming in on the stream, on the chat. Oh, how have I been doing lately? I've been all right. Been gaining a little weight for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I should exercise more. And Niall Wood says, "What's the ETA of our little whiskey meeting?" Wow. So far, my itinerary for the trip is really open.
When are you going, quick?
I'm leaving on the 23rd of March.
Oh.
So I should arrive in London on the 24th and get together with a couple friends. One would be Jason Whiskey Wise, Jason Vaswani. He said he wants to show me around and, go doing a bit of bar hopping and whiskey tasting. And
that's nice. He's a good guy.
Definitely. One of the best. And then my itinerary is so open. I just have to be, I think, at 8 o'clock in the morning on the Friday. So I'm leaving here on the Saturday. I'm getting there on the Sunday because of the time change difference, whatever. And I don't have any set places to be except for, I think it's 8 or 9 in the morning in why do I always forget the name of that town? Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
To go on my Isla tour. So we start in Edinburgh, we head over to the coast and go to Oban and then take the ferry to Isla, spend the whole weekend on Isla and get back, I think, Monday night to Edinburgh. And then from there, I think it's Friday in the afternoon, I fly back. So the only two places I have to be is Edinburgh for a specific time and London Heathrow for my return flight. All the rest is open. So I don't have anything scheduled. It might end up being pretty spontaneous, just, meeting people as we go.
Well, Edinburgh is a beautiful city. There's just so much to just look at if you're into, well, if you you probably know me, medieval castles and stuff. It's a very beautiful center of town. But if you go up north, it's just an amazing landscape, beautiful country. I've never been to Isla though. I'd love to go there.
That was the goal because of the peat and the peaty whiskeys from there that I enjoy so much.
So you're going to visit any of the distilleries out there?
Yeah, I think we're going to go to most of them on Isla. I'm not sure what their itinerary is with the tour, but it goes to Isla for the whole weekend. So
Yeah, you should
Probably.
be able to see a couple of them then.
Well, I'll be staying at the Bowmore House,
Nice.
and I imagine that our tour bus will go down towards Lafroig and Lagavulin and Ardbeg. And since we'll be in right by Bowmore, we'll probably see Bowmore. And I guess on another day we'd head towards Kalila and Kilchoman. And did I miss one?
Maybe. Kiloman would be very interesting. I think they're the only one on Isla doing everything on site, I think.
The farm distillery, yeah.
Yeah. It should be very interesting to be able to follow all steps of the production.
Definitely. Wait a minute. They're talking about Irish whiskey now. I lost the chat. Okay. Regarding Irish whiskey, if you see the Glendalough 13, Mizunara, try and buy it. Well, I have seen Glendalough 13 many times, but I have not seen the Mizunara. I've been on the lookout for it, but now I'm not even going to liquor stores for a while because I don't want to buy whiskey and spend all my money that I want to use in Scotland. Really nice Irish whiskey, says Hoagie. And Ruben Lopez says to Apu that he'll check it out. Wonder what the actual whiskey of Glendalough will taste like because they bought the 13-year-old from Cooley. Oh. So they're sourcing it.
Mm.
Okay. Back to Svensk Rök.
You're getting the hang of the Swedish.
Yeah, it's just that umlaut. I'm supposed to be good with it because my first language, believe it or not, was German. So.
Okay. Yeah, lots of umlauts in German.
Yes, and words this long.
That too.
This is. I'm getting a little bit of burnt rubber, so that must be the smoke asserting itself.
I think it gets better over time when the intensity of the juniper drifts off a little.
Yes. I'm going to taste again. I'm still reminded of virgin oak.
Well, the Oloroso that they say has been in some of the casks is not sticking out to me. Not at all.
I'm not getting any.
Bourbon casks is more obvious. I don't get any of the sweet spices in it.
Oh, maybe the spices that I'm getting is from the European oak, but I'm not getting any of the sherry part. I'm not getting any fruitiness.
No, it's more wood spice sort of things going on.
Yeah, tannins.
Yeah.
Does it say how old this stuff is? Is there an age statement at all, or is it just
no? It's a no age statement. I don't think they don't even hint at anything here.
Yeah, so it smells to me like they're using very active casks.
Yeah, but that might have to do with the casks being very small. The casks that they use go from 30 to, what was it, 128 liters. But a 30-liter cask will give a lot of wood influence, obviously.
Oh, so it's a bit like the quarter cask.
Yeah.
And that's why we're getting so much wood influence.
Probably is. Because the Swedish climate is rather constant, being surrounded on most of, or at least half the country by sea. Right. So there isn't a lot of difference in summer and winter. Of course, it's different, but it isn't like the huge temperature differences that you get in some of the American distilleries doing bourbon and stuff.
Hmm. Okay. There's a bit more happening in the chat here. My name is in a red rectangle, so I guess I got to answer that one. It says Bogdan Valentin Baduka says, "Hi, Foodquig. Glad I found your channel. I'm curious though, how long did it take you to build the collection? What would you suggest as a starting point?" Oh, my little collection. What's behind me? They're all empties. Those are whiskeys that I have had. Only the last few, like on this side, are ones that are still open. All the other ones are finished. I started about 5 years ago buying whiskey, and buying more whiskey than I can drink. So that's where I'm at with that. Starting point, if you want to go for Scotch, Glenfiddich, Glenlivet, maybe Glenfarclas. You can try with the blends, Johnny Walker. You can go
The green label.
Yes.
If you want to go with the Johnny Walker, I think that's the best of their starting points.
Very good. But it doesn't hurt to try the black as well and the red, so that you know how good the green is.
Good point.
And then there's things like Monkey Shoulder. I'm not a fan of Monkey Shoulder, but it's a Speyside. It's made with it's Glenfiddich. It's Kinninvie, and it's got some Balvenie in it.
Yep.
It's another good place to start. And you can go blends like, one that I like a lot is Grant's Finest. And there's so many out there. I'm having trouble remembering them all, unless I look over there and see what I've got. Anyways, we're going off on a tangent again. Hoagie Bear says, like most young Irish distilleries, many styles will presumably, in the upcoming years when they establish their own distillate, for some the switch will probably mean their end, perhaps. And Apu's asking, what is the Swedish bottle you would recommend? ? Well, this is my first taste of Swedish whiskey, so maybe you're better at answering that than I am there, René.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. We've only tried a few of the McMurra whiskies, and I don't know that much about Swedish whiskey. They're a little bit ahead of the Danish whiskey industry. They got off to a start a few years earlier. And they also produce somewhat more. McMurra is, for Scandinavian standards, a pretty big distillery. They'll probably be taken over, or not financially taken over, but in production taken over by Stauning, who's now been infused with Diageo Millions. So
I caught that stream you did with Whiskey Jason.
Oh yeah,
and how you were talking about the Danish whiskey industry, and how there's so much more in Germany and so much more in Sweden and so much more everywhere else.
Yep. It's the Danish whiskey industry is insane in that it cannot in any way live up to the demand for Danish whiskey. So we have prices like that would be like 150 American dollars to put it in some equivalent for half a liter of 3-year-old whiskey.
Oh goodness!
And not in any spectacular 3-year-old, just a standard 3-year-old whiskey. And obviously we buy some of them and try some of them because we're in Denmark and we're curious, but it's just money for quality. It's a waste in most cases. There are a few of them that stand out, but most of them are just heavily overpriced.
Well, it's like over here, being in Canada, I've got to try more Canadian whiskeys, and I've got a whole bunch of them lined up for the near future. And another thing about that is I'm going to the Whiskey Festival in only a couple of weeks. And so what tickets did I buy? Okay, the Canadian Club 41-year-old grand tasting. I got a ticket for that. I've got the Northern Border Collection. That's all these Canadian whiskeys from Wiser's and from Corby. The other master class I got was the Wiser's. Anyway, I'll be meeting with Dr. Don Livermore. He's going to be doing one of those. And what was the other one that I got? It was the Bunnahaven master class. So these are the classes I'll be going to. And then there's the VIP tasting. So it's going to be fun.
Mm.
But I've been focusing on Canadian for some reason lately.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. Being in Canada, you have access to a lot of whiskeys that might be hard to get somewhere else.
Yes, or impossible. I'll be bringing a few bottles to the UK for some friends when I go. Hopefully, I don't have any problems bringing things into the UK. Oh, there's Swami. And Trevor.
Hey, Swami.
Yeah, there's the Swami with his mechanics wrench. Hey, Food Quick, is that René I see there? Found your way out of the woods, buddy?
Sure is. Good to hear from you, Swami.
And we've got, excuse me. I had something to eat before this stream, so there's some gases on the way up. I know, too much information. Al Wood says, best place to drink whiskey is Dublin, Dame Street, Temple Bar. If you're ever over there, hit me up. I would be so happy to share a dram. Wow. I don't know if I'll have time to go to Ireland with what's going to be happening in England and Scotland. And did I say this one yet? Trevor Delaney says, Cardew 12 is a good starting scotch. Yes, it is. I concur. And wonder if they drive 2 hours to the woods, do 13 reviews, and drive back unresponsibly wasted.
We absolutely do.
Oh.
No, of course we don't. Of course we don't.
To that.
Actually, it limits our ability to record in bulk quite a lot because we oftentimes go back and forth in cars, so we can't do more than maybe 2 at a time. But also, from time to time, we'll just hike out into the woods and then do several more because, well, at the time we're putting out 2 of our usual reviews besides these whiskey visits that we've started doing. So we have to produce quite a lot. So sometimes we need to do more than just a couple to keep up.
What's really nice is that your setting always changes. You're never in the same spot twice.
No, it's very rare. We have I think 2 or 3 spots that we've used for a couple of videos, but otherwise we always try to go for different places.
Yeah, and me, I'm always right here.
Well, it's a lot easier to be right there.
Yeah, it's going to be fun in Scotland doing some tastings, and we're going with my little phone and making videos like that. Brolic Whiskey is back. Had to race home to not get stuck in the rain. Yeah, we had some big rain here last few days ago. And while we're on the subject of starting whiskeys, here's another good one. The Singleton. It was mentioned by somebody else that he got a bottle of this, so that might be my next dram.
We get those a lot over here, the Singleton. They're very available in discount supermarkets. Very affordable.
Not expensive. Now, did I add some water to this Svensk Rök yet? Or should I? I've been taking little sips of it, so much so that there's almost nothing left. Okay, just a little drop. Have you tried it with water yet?
Not this time around, but I will.
Okay.
Just,
2 drops. 2 drops should be plenty. Okay. And Trevor Delaney's asking, René, are your views in Denmark or Sweden?
Is my what?
He wants to know if your reviews are, I guess, shot in Denmark or Sweden.
Yeah, in Denmark. We're in Denmark. So it's just a bit off sending a Swedish whiskey, I guess, but we're recording in Denmark.
Yeah.
We actually had a lot of fun reviewing this a while back with the there's a long history between Denmark and Sweden where I hate to see it, but Denmark often ends up the losing part. But it's like a love and hate relationship.
I think the water has toned something down.
Yeah, it's like it gets even lighter in the aromas.
Yes. I'm losing the smoke. I think I've completely lost the juniper. But there's still a little freshness there. I'm not sure. Okay. Getting a little bit of burnt rubber. And if I ever come down to South Texas for any reason, contact me through email. Be glad to show you around local whiskey distillery. Thank you, Ruben. I'll look into that. Don't have any plans for Texas in the near future, but it's going to be hard to keep track of all these people who have made comments and say, come and visit or go to this place or go to that place.
You'll have to go through them afterwards.
Yeah. Well, I'm just being told that, or I was told in comments yesterday or so, to go to a specific town and a specific liquor store and to check it out, and it's beautiful, and I forget where the place was, but it's a stop on it. Like I can stop on the train, and I think it's a 20-minute bus ride to the town. Was it Inverary or something like that? I'm not sure. Wow. Of course, now with 5,400 and something subscribers, I'm getting a lot of messages that I can't even keep up with the comments on the videos, especially that one that went viral.
It's been very interesting to follow from the sidelines what just happened there. It's amazing.
It's insane, especially, instead of watching 2 or 3 videos while I'm having my dinner before going to work, I'm answering comments and just looking at what other, how many, just everything, comments on that one particular Lafroig 10 video. Lafroig 10 should be my favorite whiskey of all time, going by that, how well that video is done.
Yeah. Well, it is quite a decent whiskey, really. With the addition of water, it takes the smoke away from the palate. I think I like it better without the water.
Yeah, me too. It takes the smoke away, and it's bringing the juniper back.
No need for that. I guess they want to set it a bit apart and do something different, and juniper probably has some sort of traditional use in Sweden, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of that part of it. It's quite a good, decent dram, but it's like overly fresh from the juniper.
Yeah. There's Welsh Toro. What are we drinking? Evening all. What we're drinking right now is Mackmyra Svensk Rök, and I'm about to open up a Singleton of Dufftown, 12-year-old. And anything else to say about the Svensk Rök before I finish it?
I don't think so.
I'm going to get used to saying that now.
Well, Swedish is quite an I don't know, funny language. It sounds funny. It's very musical.
There are a few languages like that. And Ruben says, "Got to go, Foodquig. May you be safe in your travels in the future, wherever you may go. Peace. Keep posting amazing videos. I love them all. I intend to." And Apu is saying, "Quig, talking about other distilleries, it won't hurt you to try Millstone single malt whiskey from the Netherlands." Yes, if I can get some. That's the problem. It's always getting some. And there's Caesar Estrada. "Why do you coat the glass on it? I'm curious. Does it help with the oils or, oh, why do I coat the glass?" Well, it gets the whiskey to have a bigger surface area. You get the surface area on the glass and on the top of the whiskey so that I get more of the aromas and the vapors. So that's why I coat the sides of the glass, if that's what the question was. It just increases the surface area of the whiskey evaporating. And Welsh Toro likes the sound of Swedish. And Brolic has tried the French Oak Edition. Oh, okay. And I guess it's the Millstone French Oak Edition. Wow. Heart equals hurt. Yeah, okay. No, I don't think it would hurt me to try any whiskey, really. It's just a question of getting it. You're welcome, Caesar. I haven't heard that much Swedish, but I guess there must be some on YouTube.
There actually is there's a whiskey review channel that reviews in Swedish.
Okay.
Called the Whiskey Tower, I think. Something like that. I think it's Whiskey Tower. But obviously it limits the audience somewhat.
Well, when I first discovered Horst Lüning, I don't believe he was doing English at all. And so I was looking up a particular whiskey that I had found. And this was on a trip to Alberta. And I went to this liquor store and they actually had things that you could taste samples. And I tried this Diluin. It was so incredibly good. It was a Carnmore bottling from two casks that were married together, and this was fantastic. I think it was only about $80 or $90, so I picked this up right away. It was 15 years old too, and I wanted to know about Diluin, and so naturally I type on YouTube Diluin, and what do I get? I get Horst talking about it, and I tried to follow what he was saying, but my German vocabulary is that of a 5-year-old at best. So I couldn't make out what he was saying, but it was interesting to listen. Now, thankfully, he does things in English so that most of us can understand it.
Yep. Well, I polished this one off.
And here we go. I'm going to do the same. And we got Eric Waite. Eric Waite says, "The only Swedish whiskey I've had is Mackmyra Motorhead." Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I saw that review. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the addition of water didn't help this one at all.
Nope. We should not have went there. That was a bad call.
Well, you never know. It helps some of them.
It certainly does. Certainly does.
And Welsh Toro is a big fan of Bergman and have many of his... Oh, many of his films. I'm going, okay, which Bergman are we talking about here? Ingmar, to change the subject.
Oh yeah.
And Von Hassen says to Eric, wait, was responding to my comment. Oh, okay. Okay. And your comment was up here. Oh, hey guys, glad to be here. I'd really like to see you try a nice Swedish oak whiskey. If I had to recommend one, would say that you should try a Fat Rock from my cousin Ronnie in Long Island. Oh, okay. And Apu would, he's talking to Brolic. He says, I would recommend the PX Peated. And what did Brolic say? French oak edition. Okay. They're talking amongst themselves now. Oh my goodness.
Well, this has been good fun. Thanks for inviting me on here, Food Quick.
Oh, it was my pleasure, René, and hope to see more of Sowleg in the future. I'm probably a week behind on your reviews, but I will catch up eventually.
That's great. That's great.
So I don't know how. I guess you can cut yourself out if you like, or you can stick by if you want. I need to get myself another glass of water before I.
Yeah, like I said, I think I'll go check with the family. I've been recording, like I said, for a few hours before this with the Rot Gut guys. So so I'll jump now, but enjoy the next dram. I'm chatting with the people. And
Will do.
catch you later. Cheers, Food Quick.
Cheers.
Bye.
Oh, I've got to do the quick thing. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. And I'm going to pour a little glass. Let's see where we are. How do I get a sample of Millstone to you? Tell you what, I'm going to send you I'm going to put down my email address here. And send me an email to foodquig@show.ca, and I will respond with my address. There's the Food Quig. Whoa, error, try again. What is this? Okay. Why is it saying error? Try again. I don't know. Huh. Hopefully that works. I don't know why it's saying error. Did you get that? Okay, here it says, how do I get a sample of Millstone to you? Just send me a... Okay. Brolic Whiskey's got to go. Take care of the pups. See you later. Okay, now I'll try this again. Food. See if that worked. Apparently that worked. Well, if you didn't get my email, Brolic Whiskey says bye to René. Hey Quig, how's it going? How long have you been on for? Apparently 21 minutes only. No, maybe a little longer. Almost an hour. Yeah, just about an hour. So we got 18 viewers. I don't know why it says 21 minutes ago, because it's been longer than that. Yeah, P-break, that's what that was. Welsh Toro says, I remember René from his first solo reviews a few years back. I never caught those. That might be fun to go back. There's Sowleg saying, thanks for stopping by, everybody. See you around. Cheers. Yeah, I should pour a dram so that I can raise a glass. Yeah. Here we are. There is a singleton of Dufftown. Whoops. And I'm a little bit clumsy today, so that happens. There we got Corvin saying, you're on early today. Yeah, well, the thing is, it's kind of late in Denmark, so had to go on early so that the timing would work. Denmark is 9 hours ahead of us, so when it was noon here about an hour ago, it was 9 p.m. in Denmark. So in order for me and René to get on together, we had to time it in such a way that both of us would be awake. It is a little early, yes, but I'm accustomed on days off to start to slowly drink all afternoon. And Eric Waite says, I'd like to join you with the dram, but I'm busy putting Christmas decorations away and cleaning up my apartment. No problem there. And yes, belching happens. And Brolic says, cheers and have fun. Welsh Toro says, Brolic, okay. Apu saying, didn't get it yet. Shit. Because it says arrow or try again. It keeps saying arrow or try again. I don't know why it's doing that. It says say something. I will say something and see what happens. Apparently my comments on the chat are not working. I'm going to have to see if I can fix that. No, I don't want to see that part. That's stupid. We're having another one of those technical problems. Why? When I write something down, Lefroy quarter cask has apparently gone down in price. Oh, that's nice. I know you didn't get it yet, Apu. I'm going to try again. For some reason, my comments are not working. I'm going to hide the chat, and I'm going to open the chat once again. Let's see. Group chat. Can I pop it out? For some reason, we're having technical difficulties as usual. um, well, you know what? I'm going to try with my phone. That's not what I want. I'm going to see if I can join the chat on my phone and see if that works. Okay. Okay, let's see now. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go to my videos. And first Swedish whiskey with René from Sowleg. That would be this one here. Boom. And live chat. Oh, shit. And first Swedish whiskey. Turn the sound off on the phone. And let's see what is happening here. Okay, I know you didn't get it yet. I'm going to try it now. Okay, here. There's that. See if that works. There, apparently that works. Hope you got it. Why didn't it work on the computer? I don't know, but I put it on with the phone. Now, let's see what else have we got here. Rabbit in Red noticed that price drop. Okay. Rabbit, well, isn't it nice to see you here, says Corbin to Rabbit. And Rabbit says, howdy at Corbin. Dieter Johansson says, is he Swedish? Okay. It's an old hippie. Okay. Now, what else have we got? Nick V says he needs a drink. Yeah, I'll drink to that. I don't know why I was having trouble with that. Well, yeah, if you send me an email to the where I said foodquig@shaw.ca with your email, I can send you my address. It's okay. Show chat again. Let's see. There, it worked. To watch yourself live, star being born. I had to do that just to get that message through there. Thanks, Quig. We'll mail you. You're welcome. It might take me a while to get to the mail because I've got so much email pouring in and comments coming in from everywhere. I'm going to enjoy this this one here. Yeah, a nice place to start the Singleton. It's nice. It's light. Easy drinking. 40%. It's creamy, smooth, just a little bit spicy. What else is going on? 21. Why does it say started 21 minutes ago? I don't know. It's been over an hour. It's strange, this. Let's see now. Corbin says, Rabbit, we had a little YouTube war a few days ago. Are we good now? No hard feelings. Let me know. I'm not getting into that. I'm neutral. We don't need any drama of any kind. Nick V, has anyone had Angel's Envy? No, I haven't, but maybe some other people here in the audience have. I've heard a lot about it. Yeah, this works. And Victor Anderson, can you taste the Scandinavia? Not anymore. Got a bottle, and it seems like there is no port finish. Oh, he's talking about the Angel's Envy. I don't know. I've never had it. I'd love to join you in a dram right now, Quig, but for me, it's way too early to booze it. Are you going to be on till late? No. No, I might finish with this dram here. Excuse me. We've got 20 people watching. And Eric Waite says, Angel's Envy is good. It's a fairly sweet bourbon. Okay. Can't wait till Quig tries the Bowmore 18. A lot of controversy on that bottle. I will try it eventually. I do have one. Now Wood says, just came back from the loo to find you are drinking the Singleton. I'm going to pop mine now. Yeah, there you go. That's that. Let's have that one together. Yes, easy drinking, no port, says Nick V. To Eric Waite, talking about the Angel's Envy. Now, Angel's Envy, that's a rye or a bourbon, I think, and then it's finished in port, right? I imagine the virgin oak that was used to age it first, the influence of that might be overpowering the port finish. I don't know. I personally would have to try it and see what I get, because I enjoy port finish Scotch. I've even had an Indian whiskey with a port finish, the Amarut Porto Nova, which was really good. Starting with the Dunkel. Oh, we're talking beer now. And Nick V says, maybe not in port barrels long enough. Could be. Had a back-to-back companion with Lag 16 and Lecheg 10. Lecheg 10 has more power, but a bit less rich. Lag 16 has more smoke, less power, but richer. Yeah, both are good. Both are great. Lecheg 10 is one of my favorites. Lag 16, it's been a while since I've had that, probably about 4 or 5 years. So if I get a 12-year Redbreast, will I get sherry? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Victor says, I find your consistency fascinating. So many years with consistent videos. Not often do these passionate people come around. Yeah, I enjoy doing this. And there's always new whiskey to open up. There's always something new, and every bottle is an adventure like that for me. And it's become sort of a way of life to make 3 videos every week on a Friday night. It used to be Saturday night, but now my schedule shifted. So Friday night, after I've got my groceries and I don't need to drive anywhere, that's when I'll do 3 or 4 videos and work on them and get them ready. I've got 4 more that I need to put up today, and they will be scheduled over the next while. And it just becomes a way of life. It's like my taxi videos. I do every night I'm working, I do a little segment or 2, and then I put the segments together at the end of the week, and we got a taxi vlog. And they're usually around 15 to 20 minutes long. And Apu is saying that Lagavulin 16 needs better sherry casks at the moment. Like I say, I haven't had a Lag 16 in a while, but I've had the 12, the 2015 version, and I've had the how about Lagavulin 16 Distillers Edition? That's got more sherry in it. And Nick V likes this new schedule on Saturday. Yeah, well, Friday, I'm sleeping all day on Friday because I worked Thursday night. And Friday, I'm sleeping all day, and in the evening I do my chores. I do my laundry. I get my groceries. I take care of all that stuff. And this week I even did my accounting for the month of December, all on Friday night. Then after that, at around midnight, I started recording, and I was making videos till 4 in the morning. Went to sleep, woke up at 10, and it was time to eat something and get ready for this stream. And we're only on so early because it was to make it possible to go with René from Sowleg, who sent me this Makamura Svensk Rök. So we had to try that one online. We were going to make a recording of it, but why not go live? So we went live. Apu was saying that one extra year in other sherry, but to call it Distiller's Edition and charge way more money is bullshit. Yeah. What about Irish whiskey? Never had any. Is Irish similar to bourbon? No, I wouldn't say so. Irish is more similar to Scotch than it is to bourbon, in my view. And it's usually triple distilled, although it doesn't need to be. The triple distillation makes it smoother and lighter, easier to drink. But don't get me wrong, there are some Irish whiskeys that are real belters, as they would say. Things like Redbreast, Cask Strength. My next drum might be Irish. Who knows? A lot of Irish whiskey is light and easy drinking, and that might fool you into thinking that all of it is like that. But there are some stronger ones and some much more flavorful ones. Ones that I've had in the last year are things like Yellow Spot and the Cask Strength Redbreast. And I've got some Powers over there, which is really nice. Green Spot, Shadow Leoville Barton. Amazing. That's got a wine cask finish. And of all the wine cask finished whiskeys that I've ever had, that is the best one in my view, or on my palate. Eric Waite is asking me if I've ever had a whiskey from Tasmania. Nope. I have never had a whiskey from Tasmania. Never heard of it. Oh, I've heard of it. I've heard that in Australia, Tasmania is the whiskey mecca. Is kind of Tasmania is like the Isla of Australia when it comes to this topic of whiskey. Oh, a lot of caramel, a little bit of bitterness in the finish. I'm not planning on adding any water to this. It's at 40%. Well, okay, maybe a drop. Just a drop, and see if that opens anything up. One drop. Thinking of Redbreast, 12 or 15. I've never had the 15, but I've had the 12, and it's very nice. And I've also had the 12 Cask Strength. There's also a Lustau version, but I didn't get it. I could have got it at the whiskey premium spirits release. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this chat bigger because it's getting smaller on me. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Yay, there it is. Now my chat has become bigger. Yeah, I didn't get the Lustau, or I never got the 15, but I had the 12 and the cast strength. I may try the 15 sometime. I just don't have it yet, and I'm not in a rush to buy any whiskey for a while. When I get back from Scotland and if I have some extra money, yeah, okay, I'll buy whiskey again. But right now I've got enough whiskey that I'm sitting on, haven't tried yet, that I don't need to get any, even though there are many that I'd love to try. And Nick V likes cask finishing. Don't understand why Redbreast 15 is like $40 more than a 12. Yeah, that's exactly why I haven't bought the 15 yet. I looked at the price. It's quite a jump from the 12, and the 12 is really nice. I may have to do it just to try it once. And Eric's Wait is saying Tasmania being the Isla of Australia is a good analogy as they use native peat. Oh, there you go. Thus far, I've only had 2 from Lark Distillery, and the peat is very mild. Okay. Niall Wood is saying the Singleton is very smooth, or it could be the ice. Maybe for my first try, I shouldn't have added it. My general approach to tasting whiskey is to always nose and taste it neat. No water, no ice, nothing. Just the whiskey at room temperature. After I've done that and gone through it, it used to be that I would just do it neat and that would be it. But more recently, I've decided to add some water to see what that does to it in my whiskey videos. So the whiskey videos have gone from 12 minutes to 20 minutes just because I'm adding water and trying it with a bit of water. It seems that one drop of water has caused the caramel to be less forward, and it's brought out wood spices, tannins, wood spices. It's like chewing on a popsicle stick. I should not have added water to that. Catnap G saying, how many unopened whiskeys do you have? If you look at my under the table video, the ones that I most recently tried are the Glenfiddich IPA, the Stichel Reserve from Kalila, and there was another one, the Full Volume from Highland Park. Now, if you watch that video from those 3 whiskeys on, every whiskey that comes on the video after the Highland Park Full Volume and the Stichel Reserve and the Glenfiddich IPA, everything that comes after that on the video are those that I have not opened. I have not counted them. It's probably around 70, 80, I don't know, something like that. I should prepare for these questions, but I never know when these questions are going to come up. You tried Blanton's. People say it is the best bourbon there is. The last time I had Blanton's, I was still living with Cindy. I picked that one up. I had that even before I started making videos of whiskey. Did I do one? I don't think so. Let me see. Let me see if there is a Blanton's. I don't think I did a video of it. I tried it, but at the time my palate was a lot less educated than it is now. So what is this? What is this? Okay. All right, I'm having a couple of small technical issues here. Why does this have me down as, oh crap. That's not it. There it is. Okay. For some reason, I don't know, I'm having some problems getting to my Food Quig channel. What do you call it? But I don't believe I've ever done a video of Blanton's, but I have had Blanton's back in the past. And that was before I knew how to appreciate and taste whiskey. So I would have to have another Blanton's to try it again. And, you know, people will say one thing or another. The best bourbon I ever tried was the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, or the George T. Stagg Jr. Of the ones that I remember blowing my socks off. I don't remember the Blanton's that well. I suppose it was good, but I didn't know how to appreciate it at the time. So that's where I am on the Blanton's. Nick V is going with Henry McKenna 10 years single barrel bottled in bond with my Dunkel. Oh, nice. I tried a Henry McKenna, but it was just a little sample. And don't get me wrong, I like bourbon, but I'm more of a Scotch drinker. Think someone sent you a mini bottle of Blanton's? It may have happened. Yes. Rabbit in Red says Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is some top-notch stuff. Now, the guy to talk about bourbon with would be Rabbit in Red. He's got a lot. I was seeing his video about his bourbon, and there are bottles there. And there's D.H. Silv too. And I gave you a wrench, did I? Oh, well, hello. McKenna is basically bottled in bond Elijah Craig. Okay. I still have some Elijah Craig 12 here. And Rabbit in Red is saying hi to D.H. Silv. And D.H. Silv says, thanks for being on and being on long time quick. It's stuck at 21 minutes. But in reality, I've been about an hour and 20, hour and 25, something like that. There's Mash and Drum. What's up? Oh, we're just doing a live stream. Tried some Swedish whiskey for the first time, thanks to René from Sowleg. And if you go back to the beginning of this stream, you can see that part. That is after it's been finished. You can go back and see that part with René tasting that stuff. And we even had our requisite technical difficulties. So there you go. We always got to have technical difficulties in a live stream. And Eric Wade is saying, did you work on Christmas Eve? Yes, I did. Did you do a whiskey video on Christmas Eve? No. If not, how do we know you're not really Santa Claus? Well, my beard's too short, and I'm not wearing a red suit with white trim. Mash and Drum says you're everywhere. I guess if I'm Santa Claus, I gotta be everywhere. I gotta watch all the naughty things all you guys are doing out there. And DH Silva saying hi all to everyone. Oh, good to have you with us, DH. And it's still stuck on 20 minutes ago. I don't know why this thing is broken. It says on here, oh, here we are. On the phone, it says the same thing as on there, but it's smaller. I think I can shut the phone off now. I don't need to put my address again, do I? I'll put my email address in one more time in case anybody wants to send me an email asking for my snail mail address, and then I'll be able to give you my address through the mail. Okay, I'll just put here. There we go. Okay. We've also got Super Chat going if anybody's interested. I'm not going to force you. It's all right. And DH Silva is good for another couple hours. I don't know if I am. I got a lot of videos to watch. Peter White's here saying to Eric, wait, I have a bottle of Sullivan's Cove American Oak from Tasmania. There's a company called Heartwood that blends Lark and Sullivan's Cove. Those are impossible to get, I can imagine. Wow. Okay. Yeah. The water has brought out all the tannins. Sachin, then Parachako. I hope I pronounced that. Hey, question mark. Hey. I hope I pronounced your name right. Here's Eric Wade again. Hello, Peter White. Lark Distillery videos will be out soon. Oh, I'd be looking forward to those. Busy cleaning house, just dropping a comment now and then while watching and working. That's what I was doing last night while listening to the live stream that was put up by Aquavite and the Whisky Rev last Sunday. I was listening to that while doing my laundry. Nick V is asking me why I prefer Scotch. Thing about Scotch is there's a great big variety there. Scotch has rules, yes, but there are so many things that can be done within the rules that make for a varied experience. Some Scotches are better than others. Now, bourbon is mostly, you know what you're going to get when you get a bourbon. You're going to get strong, you're going to get vanilla, you're going to get caramel, you're going to get brown sugar, you're going to get some, if it's got high rye, you're going to get some dill pickle or some dill and some spearmint notes. And it's rare that you'll get much beyond that, unless the nuances are so, there can be very subtle nuances between different different bourbons, but you know it's going to taste very similar. I just find Scotch generally easier to drink. Uh, Bourbon doesn't usually go down as easily as Scotch to me. Yeah, everyone's different. Why do I prefer it? I just do. I'm not saying that bourbon is bad. I just find myself reaching for Scotch more often than I find myself reaching for bourbon. I'll have a bourbon flight from time to time, but I'll more often have a Scotch flight or a Canadian flight. It's just that way. Sachin says, also the way I found out about your channel was that it was on BBC News. Do you know anything about this? No, BBC News? Holy shite. BBC News. They're telling me I'm everywhere. I thought it just went to Facebook and Twitter and, what was that other one? Reddit. It went to Reddit first, and then it went to Twitter, and then in the BBC News. God. I don't know anything about that. They didn't contact me. They just put me on. And Peter White says to Eric, wait, looking forward to those. That would be those videos from Lark Distillery. Knowles One says at Foodquig, hey, what's your favorite whiskey cocktail? I don't usually drink cocktails. I don't have a whiskey cocktail. I just drink whiskey. I don't know from cocktails very much. So I can't really say that I have a favorite. Nick V says, Quig on BBC, awesome. Oh no, what next? There's Dustin Silvestri sent me a super chat for $10. Thank you. DH Silv. Okay, this is my first spending account for your Scotland trip, Quig. Thank you for what you do. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for helping out. That'll buy me a dram in Scotland. It might buy me one hell of a great dram in Scotland. They have this thing on the on YouTube saying where you're in your channel, and it's the thing that I can't reach right now, which is called the. Anyway, I can't reach it. My Creator Studio. I can't reach my Creator Studio at the moment, but it tells me I've got a certain amount of money already that I've earned on YouTube from super chats and from the million plus views on that Lefroy 10 video. And I'm anxious to see the money. I'm anxious for it to see that check in the mail. I think it comes in the form of a check. Maybe somebody can tell me. But yeah, hopefully I'll get the money before I go to Scotland, because it will be useful. Peter White saying, there are multiple distilleries in the US using different casks to finish bourbon. Yes, to finish. But I'm a little confused here. I thought the rules were that bourbon has to be completely aged in virgin American oak. So now they're taking bourbon and finishing it in wine casks or sherry casks or port casks, but they're still allowed to call it bourbon. I'm a little bit cloudy on, or it's not clear to me how those rules work. This would be an exception to the rule, wouldn't it? Anyway, I've never had a bourbon that was finished in anything other than virgin American oak. I will have to hunt around. Sachin says BBC News article was wife leaves man while he drinks. Oh, oh gosh. Actually, it's the truth is that for some months things were not going well between us, and it just happens that I wanted to make that video, and she was doing some packing. But what's really funny is I'm the one who moved out. She didn't move out. I moved out because I found another apartment before she did. Eric Waite says, we need to get you on Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon's show. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Maybe I'd get stage fright or something. How about Conan O'Brien? I think Quig would do better there. Okay, these are, I'm guessing, daytime talk shows. Are they anything like Jerry Springer? That could be just wacky. Like I said, I haven't watched TV in a long time, so I don't even know what's going on there. DH Silva is saying to Eric Waite, how about, okay, I've seen that, okay. And DH Silva says, I've checked. I don't see any ads on your million view video with no ad blocks on. You sure you have ads there? Question mark. I should, because my estimated revenue is really up there. Maybe they're not local to you. Let me check for a second here if I can get, oh, I can check here. Okay. Let's get out of there. And let's go to out of there. And now we want my videos here and there. And I want to search for Lafroig 10. Oh, there it is. 1.2 million views 3 years ago, 4 minutes and 10 seconds. And it says Food Quig is live now. Yes, I am. It should. Okay, I've shut the phone off. Now let's have a look over here and see if I can get new tab. And why is it looking at the wrong channel? Hopefully this doesn't mess up anything. Oh, I've got this silly beta something, which I can't make sense. Search across your channel. Okay. Freud 10. Freud 10. There's an ad right there. There's an ad on Lafroig 10. It says, get Grammarly. All right, so it's monetized. At least it is over here. And this one was there, that one there. Okay, now let me find us again. There we are. Okay. Uh, yeah, I have ads on it. At least I have ads on it here. Maybe there are just no ads in your area. I don't know. Nick V is asking, Foodquig, can we vote to choose your next dram? As long as it's one that I have, sure. Bourbon has to start in charred virgin oak for 3 years. Oh, so then after that, party on. Okay, see, I didn't know that. I was quite sure that it had to stay in charred virgin oak the whole time. Well, you learn something every day. So you can finish it in anything you want. Okay. We'll just say straight bourbon finished in XXX cask. Okay, fair enough. Foodquig, no, we're talking about late night talk shows. Okay, see, I don't know from those because late night I'm usually working. Or if I'm at home, I'm watching whiskey videos. I don't even own a television set right now. It's even Maker's 46 is not straight bourbon, for example. Okay. And DH still says, oh, I'm getting an ad now on the video. Okay, great. Will it 80th anniversary? Wow. Or now. Will it? I'm not sure if I tried to will it. Maybe I did. Maybe not. I don't remember. I've tried a lot of things. And to me, well, it's another bourbon. Although when I have bourbons side by side, I can tell the differences between them. Okay, so as long as I have the video, you can start choosing drams of things that I've. Oh, DH Silv says Maker's 46 is not straight because they didn't put it in just charred oak for 3 years. It had staves. Ah. So they can't call it straight, but they can still call it bourbon. Give us your list of dram choices. Oh my, you want a list? Oh, let me see. What was I thinking of having next? Give us options. Okay. Kraganmore 12, Kalila 12, Magnus, Hibiki Japanese Harmony, Forty Creek, Copper Pot. There you go. Catnap says Scotch is simply the best. It is the most flavorful, malty, very delicious. Nothing even competes. Bourbon doesn't even come close. Depends. You can have a lackluster Scotch, and you can have a great bourbon, and the bourbon would win out. And maybe I should include a bourbon in there, right? Let's say the Elijah Craig 12. What's Copper Pot? Copper Pot is a Canadian whiskey with a lot of caramel flavors and a lot of rye in it. It's delicious. Apu says staves, just like the first Compass Box spice tree that got banned by the Scotch Whisky Society. Correct, exactly. That's what I was thinking as well. As soon as I see the word staves, I think of Compass Box. Ooh. Nick V votes for Elijah Craig 12 now. Yeah. Anybody else? Nick V has voted for Magnus first, now Elijah Craig 12. How about you need just a Magnus bourbon, Quig. Never seen it. I'd have to go stateside, or maybe I can even find it in the UK. I think I tried a Magnus bourbon. Someone sent me was it a cigar bourbon or something like that, sent to me by the Whiskey Scout some time ago. Triple cask finished bourbon. Oh, okay. Eric Waite says inner staves are also commonly used in the wine industry. Did a paper on them when studying winemaking when I went to college. Oh, cool. Cigar blend is their super high end. Yeah, it was nice. It's on my dream to get bourbons. Oh, dream to get bourbons. Yeah, I was sent a sample of that. It was nice. Do you drink to get drunk or just for the taste? You always seem pretty sober. Well, that's a compliment. I do not drink to get drunk. I drink to enjoy the flavor, the nosing and the flavor. And I drink to get inebriated. Now, let me explain the difference between drunk and inebriated. Inebriated is that state of mind where you are enjoying the effects of the alcohol, but you're not getting drunk. You're still completely aware, you're still there, but you've got a little bit of a warm glow happening from the alcohol. And if you consider that I've been on for, well, in 15 minutes, it'll be a couple hours. I've had 1 dram an hour. So I'm taking my time. I'm taking it slow. Also, for every 50 mils of whiskey that I drink 1 tall glass of water. So let's see. I don't drink to get drunk. Although there are times when I get into the cask strength stuff, I'm a little bit more enthusiastic than I'd like, and getting drunker than just a little bit inebriated happens. It can happen. But usually I'm so tired by that point that I just go to bed and it's right there. DH Silva is asking Eric Waite, treadmilling or are you done and joining us with a dram? Tipsy is the word. Yeah, you could say that. A Catnap G says, I forgot if you said how much did you earn on that viral video? I don't believe I'm at liberty to say because I don't know how much I earned just on that one video. There's a certain amount that I earned on all the videos combined since I went monetized. And of course, there's super chats too. I've got some money from that. So I'm not going to say exactly. Let's just say it's considerable. I could get a few good bottles for what it's estimating that I've earned. Nala's saying, interesting, thanks for answering. Okay, that's about the drinking part, yeah. Nick V says, I'm pretty sure I've seen you drunk. If you've been watching my live streams towards the end, especially the long ones, yes, you probably have seen me drunk. Oh, that's good. Yes, you probably have. But that's not the goal. It's a byproduct of drinking. It's a byproduct of drinking. So any more votes on what I should drink? I've got Elijah Craig 12 right now, which I think will go down very well. How many people are watching? It says 23 there, but can I trust that? Because it says started streaming 21 minutes ago, which is not the case. Let's see now. let's go back to this one. And here it says 24 watching. On the phone, it says 24. And on here, it's 23. Okay, here it says, it would be cool to know how the cash flow works. We're all rooting for you to have a wonderful vacation, and that's how I see it. Yeah, I don't really need the income from from YouTube or Patreon for that matter, because I've got enough money saved to make the trip. But it'd be a little nicer that I could afford maybe some better whiskey or nicer accommodations or something. Sachin says, drink ginger beer. Nick is asking, can you still get the H Statement 12 Elijah Craig? I don't believe I can get it anymore, but I still have some. How tall are you? I'm only about 5'6", 5'7", something. I'm not very tall. That's why I look kind of short when I walk past my boxes and cylinders there. Hey, worst case, you can send me free drams from our vacation. Yeah, I could. Exis One. This is a new name I've never seen. Where are you from, and where are you going on vacation? Right now, I live in Victoria, British Columbia. This is the Vancouver Island on the extreme west of Canada. Originally, I'm from Montreal, and I came out here almost 27 years ago now, to take some courses, and ran out of money and had to find something to do. So that's what I did. Yeah, I could send you some drams from my vacation, perhaps. You're in the United States, right? I don't know how that's going to work. I know that I can't bring more than 1 liter of whiskey back to Canada with me. Excuse me. I'm going to have to enjoy all the whiskey in Scotland. Let's see. Niall Wood says, my birthday is coming up and I have a budget of $200 from my girlfriend for a special birthday drink. Can you give me a recommendation just off the top of your head? $200. Why am I thinking of Lefroy Lore right now? I don't know. That would be the top of my head. But if you can get it in a bar for 200, I don't know. You can get. I don't believe that there are many drams in bars that would cost more than 200. DH Silv says, or Catnap G says, simple, Lagavulin Distillers Edition, end of story. Lagavulin Distillers Edition is good, yes. But Lagavulin 12. Oh, yeah. 12, that would do it. Apu's saying, Laura, for €60 now in Holland, how many bottles do you buy? 60 euros would probably be about 120 Canadian dollars. I don't know the exact conversion right now. I would have to look that up. Okay. Now Wood says, so when I'm sharing it with my friend, I can tell them that food quig and know it will be a bottle. Okay. So you're going to Scotland or to USA on holiday? Didn't quite understand. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to Scotland. I will be going to Scotland, leaving here on the 23rd of March, arriving in London on the 24th, getting to Scotland sometime within the next 2 weeks after that. 60 euros, 91.45 Canadian dollars. Okay. And that's the price of Distillers. Sorry, where are we? Distillers Edition. Oh, lore. That's good. You know what lore would cost here? About double that. Yeah, lore is expensive here. 60 euro, that's not bad at all. You get 2 bottles of Lefroy Gloire for $200. Okay, well, we said Elijah Craig 12, right? Right. Hold on. I'll go for one more dram. XS1 has been in Scotland 3 times. It's magical. Are you traveling around there? Yeah. I'll be traveling by train mostly. And I'm going on a tour of Isla, which will start in Edinburgh. And I definitely plan to get to Glasgow at some point. But my itinerary is very open. I only have to be on one particular day at one particular time at a certain place in Edinburgh to get on my tour. And I need to be on my return flight. Everything else is open. It can be spontaneous. I'll play it by ear mostly. Catnap is saying Lagavulin Distillers Edition is about 100 times better than the Lefroy Gloire. And the lore is excellent. Yes. And there's Lagavulin 12. Lagavulin 12 is probably better in my estimation than the Distillers Edition. DH Sub is saying USA here and terrible Scotch prices. Give me all the lore for 60 euros. Yes, I concur. Found Cragganmore 12 incredibly underwhelming. Terrible finish. Nice nose though. I like it as a starter. It's got more flavor than this. And Eric Waite says Lefroy Gloire is 99 US in San Francisco Bay Area. There you go. Lore is 120 here in northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area. Fabulous. Here it's like almost 200. It's sick. But I had to try it, and I had it twice. I had 2 bottles of that. Oh, yeah. Oh. There's the old favorite right here. My Elijah Craig 12. I have this one and another full bottle, and then that's it. That's it. That will be it. There won't be any more. Now Wood says I messed up the last comment. What I mean, it will be a bottle I buy, and it will be cool for me when I share it with my friends. I can say that Food Quig recommended it. Yeah. And there's Whiskey Scout saying, hey, Quig, just a quick drop in, going to eat dinner with my daughter. Just wanted to say hi, keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Robert. There we go. I love this bottle. I love the wide neck, the big cork, and the flare. I like the flare up here on the top. Okay, that will be my last dram of the live stream. Well, maybe I can make it last an hour. We'll see. Right. Okay. Oh, I need to get some more water too, don't I? That would be a good idea. Be right back. All right. There's Pablo saying, Glasgow Cathedral is really nice if you can go there. It's awesome. You will like it. Hopefully I'll have enough time. I might have to do more than one trip to Scotland. Nick V says, nice. Should have an Elijah Craig barrel proof with Quig. Oh, that would be sweet. And Nick V thinks age statements are coming back, which makes sense if they up their production, or if they did up their production in the past, they should have stocks aging and getting to the point of 12 years old soon. That's great. Welsh Toro says, talking of it, I polished my Taketsuru 17 last night at 200 pounds a bottle these days. It's unlikely to be replaced. That's a shame. 200 a bottle, that works out to about $400 Canadian. I had an opportunity to buy some old Pulteney 21 when I was down in Ocean Shores, Washington. And when I did the conversion, US to Canadian, it was like $280 or something like that, US. And I converted that, and after I converted it, it worked out to about $400 Canadian. I'm going, nope. Much as I want to try this whiskey, maybe when I'm in Scotland, I can get a dram at a bar of the 21-year-old old Pulteney, but I'm not buying a bottle for $400. Sorry. Welsh Toro is determined to get you on a minor detour of Birmingham or Wales when you get over here. Well, we'll see what happens. That would be great. I'd love it. As long as I can get on a train. And we can stay in contact. I'm going to bring my phone along, and we could go on a thing called my cousin in Austria, who I haven't seen for almost 40 years, started messaging me on Facebook. We can go on Facebook using the Facebook Messenger, and he's been sending me messages from using WhatsApp. Now, if we got hooked up on WhatsApp, we could sort of like synchronize our whereabouts or whatever, and work something out. Or email, if I have my email on. I think I sign into chat. Oh, is that what's wrong? Oh, now I'm on the other channel. I don't know why, but there's something weird going on here. Strange. I'll email my phone number, says Toro. Okay, that'll work. Why is this? I don't know. Anyway, here we are. Okay, I've lost a few things here. Okay, Catnap G says the Johnny Walker Green in the new green container for some reason is like a notch or two better than before. It is excellent. Okay, well, it depends which one before you're talking about. Would it be the bottle that didn't come in a box and that had that third world pouring plastic thing in the top? That one wasn't as good as the others that I've had, but Johnny Walker Green is still wonderful. Nick V just poured Elijah Craig Barrel Proof batch A118 at 130.6 proof. Wow, that's something. Catnap G says Quinta Rubin blows me away. It's good. So chocolatey, a bit of spice. I hated it when I first tried it. Now I can't get enough. Just shows how whiskey changes and evolves one's palate. Not only that, the bottle changes as it goes along. Craig, forgive me for this, but the Glenglossa Torfa is becoming a chore to drink. I'm getting really bored of it. If I lived near you, I'd ask to exchange it. Still have nearly a full bottle. Really? I didn't find it a chore at all. Went down fast for me. But everyone's palate is different, right? So I don't have to forgive you anything. If you found the Torfa to be substandard, that's up to you. Other people have found it that way as well. Toro says, very true, Catnap. We change, and it's always worth noting time, place, and mood. This, Elijah Craig, should be similar to what you're drinking, Craig. Well, I'm getting a lot of vanilla now. And I'm getting all those single barrels that might vary. Okay. Getting a little bit of minty note. I think Quig is drinking the regular Old 12. Yeah, that's the only one I got. It's bottled at 47% alcohol by volume. That would be 94 proof. Delicious. That's just the nose. Vanilla and ethanol, yeah. Bit spicy on the finish. Barrel char. Oops, sorry, lovely dram. Okay. It says 22 watching there. And here it says 24 watching. Which is correct? I don't know. Comments. No, I don't want to comment. I want to get my live chat back. There it is. Okay. A barrel char is what I noticed with these two quigs, says Nick V. With the taste and finish, yes. Pleasant char, very much so. Very, very much so. And we usually add water. Well, yeah, when you're drinking the barrel proof, good idea. Good evening, says Fox McLeod. Good evening, Slancha. Now, both say 23 watching. Naturally, René from Sowleg is gone for a while, but I can go on for a little longer. Oh, now I'm getting cherry. I'm getting a hint of cherry with a little bit of spearmint. How are you? I'm fine. I'm very fine. Doing great. And Toro, Welsh Toro, is drinking some Gordon and MacPhail Kalila Cask Strength. That is a monster Isla whiskey, just reviewed on Mike and Billy. Oh, it's going to be a while till I get to Mike and Billy, just because I'm so far behind. I'm still watching the live stream with Whiskey Rev and Aquavite from last week. I started listening to it while doing my laundry last night, and I haven't had a chance to watch any of that today because I was just preparing for this particular live stream, and I haven't watched anything much yesterday or today. And of course, every day that goes by, I get another day behind. And while I'm doing a live stream, I don't get a chance to watch videos. Maybe it will be slow at work this upcoming week. Should be. It's January. Gordon and MacPhail Kalila Cask Strength. I opened a bottle of Kalila Stitchell Reserve last night. I liked it. The video will be going up in another couple weeks or so, I guess. Oh, you're still nosing, Nick. Okay. John McGowan says hi. Hi, John. Slanchua. Catnap says, I'm delayed, but yes, lag 12 is excellent. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. So you're behind the times somewhat. Okay. Not a problem. Getting vanilla and char on the nose now. Did I already add water? I think I did. Yeah. Vanilla and char. John McGowan just bought a couple of bottles of Kalila unpeated. 15-year-old. Oh, I had one. I finished it. Yeah. That is a good dram. Now ethanol. I'm getting caramel now. I'm starting to get caramel in with my vanilla and char. Yes, the 15 unpeated. I also had a 17 unpeated, which wasn't as good. The 15 was great. So glad you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it. I think you'll enjoy it too. I have no doubts that you will enjoy it. It's a good dram. Oh, there's Nick going for his first taste. Says to say something. See if this works now. It works. It works. It said say something. I said something and it works. Great. Catnap saying, hope this isn't out of line. My girlfriend once let me lick whiskey out of her butt, but it's a long story. I'll say this, Catnap. You can enjoy your whiskey any way you like. It's your whiskey. Nick V says second taste. The first one isn't usually the definitive one. It's usually the second and on. Oh, John, you make this hard. Can I have your opinion on the Glenfarclas 25 if you've tried it? I have. Wait a minute. Did I try it? Or was that a 21? Hold on. Coffee BJ. I think I've had the Glenfarclas 25. Sent to me by Mike from Mike and Billy Whiskey Review. I believe I have. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. I will be able to find Glenfarclas 25 if I've had it. I'm pretty sure it was I had a Glenfarclas. Or wait a minute. Was that a Bunnahabhain? There was one, I think it was a Bunnahabhain that just blew my doors off. Let me see. Glenfarclas 15, Glenfarclas 105, Lismore 18, Glenfarclas 15, Barden Banker Pub, where I had on December 24th, 2014, I had a 17-year-old Glenfarclas. But I don't believe I've had the Glenfarclas 25. Nope. I had a Bunnahabhain, was it 21 or 25 that just blew my doors off. But nope, sorry. I have not tried that whiskey. Oh, did I get rid of us? Are we still on? I hope we are. I may have lost the group chat. Oh no, here it is. Okay. Bulin Chief Keef. Impressive whiskey wall. Reminds me of the dip YouTubers with their stacked cans. Dip YouTubers? Never heard of them. Catnap. Eric Wade is asking Catnap, was your girlfriend's name Sherry? Get it? Sherry Butt. Oh, God. Apu is saying, nice, as long as there wouldn't long of a marriage time between the butt cask and the water of life. Nick V says, Foodquig, you should republish your videos like the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked that blew your doors off. Republish. Yep, you're on. Okay. Eric, haha, I wish. Mm. Well, I could republish videos. Like I could put them on private and then put them on, you know, I could put them set them private and then set them public again. But I don't want to. I don't want to overload anyone with a bunch of my videos. I mean, if I did, it would put my videos on people's streams or on people's um, not stream. People's feeds. I don't want to put myself on everyone's feeds, and overload people's feeds with my old videos. Talk about shitty whiskey, laughing out loud. Nilewood is a bit tipsy now, guys. hmm. Bulin Chief Keef says, "You're a cool guy. Let's go on a bender together. Maybe someday, but I plan on finishing this dram and going on do something else because I think a 3 hour live is enough." And Love Conquers says, "Congrats on breaking 5K. Thank you very much. I still feel as if I'm at about 1,300 or at about 1245." Ah, if you update them when people search for most recent, they will find them and generate more rev for the trip. Ah, I see. I have enough rev for the trip, actually, Nick. That's not a problem. Um, then that would maybe drown out my my current videos, which I don't want to drown out, really. Um, if they view the most recent, that will generate income too. Every view or every click, whatever, will add to the revenue. So the one that, of course, made the most money is the one that the Lefroy 10, and people are still watching that. So I'm not worried about generating revenue. My aim has never been to make money here. That's just a byproduct, just like getting drunk is a byproduct of drinking. Catnap says, to answer your question, late Quig, the Johnny Green I'm referring to is the same we've had the last couple of years. They just changed the container for some reason. Huh. Okay, I don't have the one with the changed container. Feed them your feeds. Let's talk about shitty whiskey. What's the one of the worst you've had? There are some that are underwhelming, definitely. The worst? it would have to be the Weems Malts Spice King 5-year-old. That was just nothing but spice. Nothing else. Just spice. Need to run some errands. Gotta go. Cheers. Well, cheers, Eric. Have fun. I did that last night. I ran all my errands. When was the first time you drank whiskey? I remember the first time I ordered a scotch in a bar. I wanted to be cool, and so I ordered a scotch on the rocks. That must have been around 1982. So 36 years ago, maybe. I ordered a scotch on the rocks and I hated it. I don't know which scotch it was. I know there was ice in the glass and it tasted disgusting. Couple other times I had Mickey's. I remember the first 750 ml bottle I bought. And that was a Weiser's Deluxe, 10 years old. They don't have age statement on Weiser's Deluxe anymore. So that was around the first time I drank whiskey, when I was about 18. The legal drinking age was 18 in the place where I lived at the time. Now I'm 54. So yeah, 36 years ago. The worst I've had, in recent memory, the worst I've had was that Spice King. Another one that I'm trying to work out is Rocktown Rye. It first tasted good when I tried it, but every time I've gone back to Rocktown Rye, it gets worse. I don't know why. Nick V is getting a bit of sourness from the oak tannins. Is this possible? Anything's possible. Spicy. I'm getting spicy with a strong spearmint note. That's no doubt from the rye component. Other than that, oakiness with barrel char. It's pretty dry. Yeah, you say oakiness with barrel char. I'm getting that too, but it's dry, very mouthwatering. And I'm getting that spearmint. I guess the spearmint with the spices. John McGowan says, "Hey, Foodquig, I'm so fortunate to be heading back to Isla February 7th to 13th, right next door to Bruichladdich Distillery. Visited last year, stayed at Bowmore Cottages. It's a fantastic." Yes. I will be staying at Bowmore House, I think. I haven't added any water. I think I gave it a drop or two. I'm not sure. What about Shitty Whiskey and the John Wayne Whiskey? Duke Bourbon, you remember that one? Yes, I do. Trenny and C were dumping on that one quite a bit. Duke Bourbon wasn't really bad. It was just overpriced. I think it cost me $90 where it would have been okay at $40. It's not the best bourbon there is, but I do remember it. I wouldn't say it's exactly shitty, but it's not great. And let's see, John McGowan says, Worst whiskey I've ever had was Old Harry blended malt. Used my Avios points from British Airways, and it made me ill. There was that much coloring, it glowed like Rudolph's red nose. I was meaning to ask you, have you read anything by Cixin Liu? No. No, I have not. I've been reading things by Larry Niven. I've been reading Robert J. Sawyer. I've been reading Ben Bova. Ben Bova is an easy read. You just fly right through it. I've been reading a few other authors. Connie Willis. I would have to pull out some books to figure out what it is. And Love Conquer says, I'll be heading off now, just curious. Thanks for the stream. Oh, you're welcome. Got some great recommendations by you, especially the Greg Bear. Yes, Greg Bear. Fabulous stuff. Yeah, Greg Bear is good. I haven't picked up much Greg Bear lately. I don't know what he's doing. Cheers, Quig, says Love Conquers. Cheers. John McGowan says, what's the max you would pay for a malt? Well, the max that I have paid for a malt is $275 Canadian. Nick V says, the worst whiskey I've had is Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. That's what happens when you go subjective. I think that's going to be my next dram. Because I happen to have some CRNHR right over there on the bar. And I'm going to be going through vanilla spearmint. Vanilla and spearmint. Nice. Haha, tastes like nothing. Maybe I'll join you. Well, after Elijah Craig barrel proof, yeah, it would taste of nothing. But I'm game. I'm game to go there. Let's have some shitty Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. And Nick is asking, why can't I ever get spearmint? Maybe because you're drinking a different whiskey. This is the Elijah Craig 12, and you had a ECBP. The spearmint comes from the rye content. Do you get any dill? Are you getting any dill there, Nick? I don't know. There was no level of complexity to that crown. Straightforward. Yeah, I know it was not voted whiskey of the year. It was proclaimed whiskey of the year by what's his face there. How does rye give dill? I don't know, but it does. It's like dill. Apu says, fortunate. I wish I was so fortunate to never work again and do the fuck I want. Needless to say, I will do my part in society otherwise. Going to Isla was for sure fortunate. Beautiful colored grass. Okay. Well, I'll be going in less than 3 months. So, yeah, I'm fortunate in being able to do what I want to. It's wonderful when you don't have a family and independence. And you don't get spearmint either. Okay. It's amazing the difference in rye. Yeah. Yeah, this is fading off to spearmint. Yeah, a lot of spearmint. Lots and lots. Okay, I think we got time for one more. And it will be Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. Hmm. Yeah, I'm ready for some Crown. I'm going to get some. Here we go. There's the CRNHR. And on the back, there is no car. Right there, no car. I love international symbols. They're fun. We'll put this in a dirty glass. That's about a dram. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let me get some water. Okay, I'm back. Actually, it's quite pleasant. Catnap says, you were good looking in that 82 pic of you I saw in that old Bomor vid you did last year. Yeah, it's 36 years ago. That's about when I started drinking. See what alcohol does to you? Yeah. Okay, Nick V had to take a quig and pour mine. It's been open for 17 months and half full. Mine's been open only a couple months, 2 or 3 months. And half full. Wow, that's a long time. This is smelling nice. Strangely enough, I'm getting banana. I never got banana from Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye before, but I have never had Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye after Elijah Craig 12 ever either. It was a fire sale on these, $14.99. Wow. USD, yes. It cost quite a bit more here. Maybe $30, $35 Canadian. Incidentally, I have quite a few Crown Royals that I will be tasting in the near future. Well, near future being the next few months. I stocked up on Canadian whiskey. US dollars, nosing it, yeah. I'm getting bananas again, ripe bananas. No doubt I'm being influenced by the Elijah Craig. Do you have the Mesquite Crown? No, I never heard of that one. That's one that I've never seen. Or there are so many Crown Royal expressions out there that I can't keep track of all of them. Limited edition, yes, I would imagine so. Nilewood says my bottles last about 2 days, not months. If it's a really good bottle, what I like to call show bottles to share with guests, last about 2 weeks. Ah. Well, if you have enough bottles open, they will last months. At least that's what I think. I like to have variety, and I like to have choices. If a bottle only lasts a week or so, or a couple days, it's like one bottle, it's open, zoom, it's gone. Then another bottle, it's open, zoom, it's gone. Not sure what I'm getting on the nose, says Nick. I'm too scared to drink the pricey. It's almost a mint toothpaste. Ah, pricey ones with flat cherry Coke. Bob Oso says, are those empty bottles on the wall behind you? They're empty containers that once contained bottles, yes. They're boxes and tubes. Aha. This is Ah, that was a fart. More cherry Coke than anything. I was getting bananas. Not as much bananas as I would get from old number 7. Um, Jack Daniels, but the fart or the dram. The fart's dissipated already. My farts don't smell. Rabbit in red. Good night, Food Quig. Okay, good night, Rabbit. Sancha. Hints of spice, yes. Fruit. It's like a juicy fruit gum. And juicy fruit gum doesn't really taste like fruit to me. But this smells like juicy fruit gum. Cloves. The power of suggestion. Oh, yeah. All right. Going all night at Food Quig. No, I think this will be my last dram online anyway. Niall Wood is saying, my girlfriend tracks the nice ones, laughing out loud. If I drink them in a few days, I get a ban from the Whisky Club store in Dublin. Oh, cherry Coke. Yeah, there's some cherry. Juicy fruit's what I get. Rabbit in Red says, by the way, Food Quig, crack the Blackout 4.1 on New Year's. That means a sample will be coming your way in a month or so. Email me your address. Will do. Will do, Rabbit. Look forward to that. Wow. Malolo. Where is it? Malolo. Hi, I'm from Europe, France. I've seen your video on 9gag when your wife left. I wish the really best in your life and make that year be what you expect. Take good care of you. Absolutely. Now I'm getting old school bubblegum. The pink kind with the sugary powder on it. Yes, I can see that. Mm. I can see that. Bubblegum. Okay. Wait, I'm getting a little bit of a rubbery note too. It just came at me like rubber bands. I have to taste this. And after I've tasted it, I'm going to add a little bit of water and see what it does. Now I'm getting a bit of cloves on the palate, but that's just my first taste of it. I think I'm still tasting some of that spearmint from the Elijah Craig 12. We should have done Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye first before going to the Elijah Craig, for many reasons. John McGowan says, thought I'd buy first bourbon. Rocktown cast strength, 56.5% ABV single barrel. Fantastic, but foolish for an introduction to bourbon. Fire and tears. Give me advice on tackling this beast. Oh my. Just add water? I've never had that one myself. I've had a Rocktown Rye. Pour a little bit, taste it, add water. Yeah. Proto Kevin Leversey, that's a new name I've never seen before. Says, move to Philippines. I got some friends who've been to Philippines a few times, and one guy I know actually has a wife from the Philippines. He went down there, met her there, got married, and for years he would travel down there and come back here. And she came to live with him here. Proto says, or visit Philippines. I have had many friends come here after a divorce, tore their life apart. My life is not torn apart, actually. I'm good. I don't rely on someone else to make my happiness. I make it for myself, like I'm doing right now. Not bad. I am getting some flat cherry Coke too. Yes, Nick, I'm getting some flat cherry Coke. Not all of it, though. I'm still getting a little bit of banana. What time is it there? 2:53 in the afternoon. And you must be, what, almost 11? Because you're 8 hours ahead, right? So you'd be almost 11 p.m. or 2,300 hours. Getting no rubbery note. Think you are messing with me. No. The rubbery note is gone now. First taste for me. Now water, cleanse. Nosing. Getting banana you referenced, yes. Sachin says, wait, what triggered the divorce? Ask her, I don't know. She was just confrontational and not very nice to me she was mean to me for several months. And one day she said, I don't think we should be together anymore. And I said, that's fine with me because you haven't been nice to me in quite a while. And that's it. It's more complicated than that. People are complicated. I think we just didn't have very good communication. I think we have better communication now that we've been apart for 3.5 years than we did when we were together. Yep, it's a great way to reboot. I came here from your Lefroy 10, the go-to Eileen malt. Amen. Now Wood says, my girlfriend of 2 years is from the Philippines. She lives in Dublin with me. Fabulous. Squid says, I'm glad Quig is good. Thank you, Squid. Well done. Oh, we got more bubble gum on the nose. I'm getting mostly bubble gum. Some juicy fruit gum too. Notes like that. But on the very tip of the tongue, at the very end, I'm getting a minty note, a spearmint note at the very end. The very end. I'm getting some spiciness. Yes. Now when I nose it again, I get juicy fruit and bubble gum. Huh. Well done, says Proto. And oh, we got a few people commenting here. We got a few more watching. We've got 24 watching now. Nicholas James Primus the second. Hey, your old video with your wife do the massive trend in 9gag. I search you on YouTube. You seem to be really nice guy. Much love from London. I'll drink to that. Slanchua. What's funny is I don't even know what 9gag is. I have no idea. But I hear that it's been propagating. That's right, 23. Yeah, 11 o'clock. There you go. 6:50 a.m. here in Davao. Haha. Too early to join you with Scotch. Too bad. I started at high noon. Don't you forsake me, oh my darling. 12 o'clock. Niall Wood says the rubber was the fart. Actually, I smelled the rubber before the fart. Rabbit in Red. Have you yet had Lefroy 10 cast strength? No, I have not had Lefroy 10 cast strength. I can't get it here. Maybe someday. I don't know. Nick V says decent for the price. Are we talking about the cast strength? Lefroy 10? Yeah, I guess so. Rabbit in Red reviews. I just killed my Glendronach 12. Sad day. Nick V says, I agree with you, Quig. I've started with this and Angel's Envy to get my palate ready for drams. Okay. Cherry Coke nose. Taste undefined. Rabbit in Red is asking what I'm sipping. This is the Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. After Elijah Craig 12. So it's Nick says, weird how the nose is more complex than the taste to me on Crown. I don't think it's weird. But I should have had this earlier in the flight than I'm having it right now. Proto Kevin says, you need to monetize your videos, bro. You can make lots of money from your video. It's monetized. It's monetized. I keep getting ads on it. Maybe there are no ads in your locality on it. I don't know. Because usually the ads are, it is monetized, but since it's a whiskey tasting video, a lot of those videos do not get advertisers sponsoring them because it's whiskey. So if this was something other than a whiskey video, it would probably get 3 or 4 times more revenue than it gets. But it's monetized. My video is monetized. I've got the super chat going. I've got my videos monetized, except for those that YouTube figures has copyrighted material in them. Like for a little intro, I put like a little music maybe. What's really funny is that some of the videos that have certain music clips at the beginning, some of them are monetized and other ones are copyright, and so they're not monetized. They just put a little bar through the dollar sign and say it's not monetized. Whatever. So yeah, they are monetized. It's just that they might not make as much as videos on other things. Squid says, even though I personally don't drink, it's really nice to imagine the taste from someone explaining it. Well, thank you. I hope I've done this justice. Rabbit says, I'll send you a sample of Lefroy 10 cast strength along with the Black Art 41. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I look forward to that. I will send you my address as soon as we're done with this live stream. Nollywood says, okay, I'm drunk, gonna go find food. Night all. Good night, Niall. It was great having you with us. And Rabbit says, best of luck to Niall. Yes. Nick V says, adding water to Crown Northern Harvest for science. Uh-oh. Should I do the same? Juicy fruit gum on the palate. A little bit of bitterness on the sides of the mouth, sides of the tongue. And spearmint right on the tip. Water. That should be enough. That's about 3 or 4 standard drops. Awesome. Good, good. Oh, Jay Fretless. Thank you. Good afternoon, Quig. Here's a little something for all that you have for us over the years. Thank you. I'll drink to that. Thank you, Jay Fretless, for dropping in and for your generosity. That'll get me 2 or 3 drams in Scotland. $14.95. Thank you. Thanks again. Now, what else is going on? Awesome. Good. Not much buying power here. Not many Scotch drinkers. They drink rum and brandy here in the Philippines. Well, I imagine with a warm climate like in the Philippines, I'd probably be drinking gin and tonic if I was there. Almost exclusively. Now you're getting licorice with the water, eh? On the nose, yeah. I can see that. Or should I say I can smell that? On the nose with the water, maybe that is the clove, but more like licorice. Oh, I'm getting more clove. More cloves, definitely. But I can see where you'd get some licorice out of it. It's not a black licorice. It would be a red licorice. Uh, John McGowan says, when are you coming to Scotland? I'll be landing in London on the 24th of March. I will be in Scotland at the end of March, beginning of April. My itinerary is very open. On Friday, okay, the 23rd would be Saturday. That's when I leave. So the 30th would be the following Saturday. On the 29th of March, I have to be in Edinburgh to get on a tour that goes to Islay. The tour from Islay comes back on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day. And from the 1st until the 5th, I will be either somewhere around, probably around Glasgow somewhere. But I've only got 2 things scheduled so far on my trip. I have to be on, I think it's on the 29th. I have to be there for my Islay tour. I have to meet up with them. And the other thing is my return flight from London to here on the 5th of April. So everything is pretty open and spontaneous. And if we can contact each other using Messenger on Facebook, look for me on Facebook and friend me. And when I see your name on Facebook, then I'll be able to join. My name is Andreas Tavornik. Oh, shit. I have to click on it first. And you can find me on Facebook. And if you friend me on Facebook, then we'll be in contact and we can use Facebook Messenger to coordinate things. In fact, I would urge everyone to use Facebook Messenger for when I'm in Scotland. And then we can coordinate things, and you can say, well, come down to wherever you are, and I will if I can. I'm going to be shown around London by Jason Whisky Wise, and I hope to meet up with Roy Duff from Aquavite somewhere between the 1st of April and the 5th of April. But it could happen that I go up to Glasgow first and do that whole thing and do the London thing when I get back. I don't know yet. It's really open. Like I said, there's only 2 places I need to be at any specific time. The rest of it is still, spontaneous. So that's what's happening, John. Nick V says, flat cherry Coke in the background, soda-ish nose. Rabbit says, wow, Northern Harvest rye sounds tepid and overly sweet. I wouldn't say overly sweet. I wouldn't say it's as sweet as a bourbon. Cherry Coke becoming prevalent again. Perceived licorice and clove has completely dissipated now. I'm not getting any licorice now. I'm not getting any cherry Coke now. I'm getting more clove. A lot of clove on the nose. Lots and lots. It's changing. And Rabbit in Red says he's avoided and will probably continue to avoid. Nick says to Rabbit in Red, get in the Northern Harvest mixed with us. He probably doesn't have any. And he says, I don't have any, and it sounds like for good reason, laughing out loud at Nick V. I just finished posting my latest video review of Hazelburn 13, so I'm going to sip that in celebration. Tasting with water. Don't add water, says Nick. And he's talking about this one here. Northern Harvest Rye. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of clove now. Clove on the sides of the mouth. Got 20 people watching, my goodness. I'm beginning to get a little weary. I'm going to finish this dram and then cut it short. I can get you to Deanston Distillery, says John McGowan. That would be cool. I would like that. Do you have a vlog channel at Nick V? Impressed by your acute review here. It is an acute review, like very much. Nick V is getting sweetness. Yeah, there's some sweetness. John Russ is asking, any more food or restaurant reviews coming? Might be. I think we're going to do something like that when Cindy comes to town in the near future. For old time's sake, we might do a few food restaurant reviews. We might go and revisit some that we've been to before and maybe go to some new ones. She's going to be in town for about 3 months, so we'll see how much we can get together and do that. John McGowan says, better than that, I can get you in Glasgow and take you to the Bon Accord bar. Yes. Wouldn't it be nice to go to Bon Accord with Roy? And the three of us could have a few drams there. That would be fantastic. Rabbit in Red review says, consider it, Nick. Okay. John McGowan doesn't have Facebook. I could email. Yes, you could. I would put my email address on that I have set up on the phone. Let's see if I remember it. That would be a very misspelt feckwig at gmail.com. If you want to send me email that I can get on my phone, this will be where to send it. Did that work? Yes, it did work. I should turn my email on here. Let's see. Email. Where are you? Where's email? On my phone. Ha. Come on. Google Mail. There it is. Get the official Gmail app. Have I got this? Yes. Okay, if you send me a test message to feckwig@gmail.com, and I can use that to contact you and coordinate things when I'm on my trip. Yeah, where are we? Yes, I've heard of the Bon Accord there, John McGowan. I've heard Ralphie talk about it a number of times. And you don't have Facebook? Good, email. Okay, email would work. I've put my email on there that I use on my phone, that will work on my phone. And overall, Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye for $14.99 a bottle is worth a try. Nothing overly complex, and that's why I'm at 17 months on an open bottle with half remaining. Nick V would not purchase this again. I'm sure I have your email address. Yeah, but that email address won't work on my phone. So that's why I put this one on. It's stupid. I tried to put my email addresses on the phone and I couldn't do it. So I just started a new email address with gmail.com. Only reason I purchased this is because it was considered Whiskey of the Year at one point. I would not consider this a Whiskey of the Year ever. Well, that's because you were listening to the wrong people. Good info at Nick. Okay. Smoke them if you got them. John McGowan says, I will email you and arrange for you, Roy, and myself to visit Bon Accord. Yes. Smoke at Nick V. Are we talking about cigars there, Rabbit? I'm just about done. We got 15 people watching right now. We've been going on for, about 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's a short one for me. It's been a pleasure. It's been great. I've enjoyed this immensely, and it was great having a few drams with all of you. I would like to say good afternoon or good night, wherever you are, and hope to do this again sometime. Sláinte lá.